Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Walker Venrick with Sharp Sports Network, bringing you my top 3 plays for this February 11th 5-game NBA slate. This is an awesome slate. We have a pretty star-studded slate on our hands. A lot of guys in that upper tier price range, and then a really nice field of guys in that 7 to 8K range. So there's going to be a lot of variance tonight in terms of lineups and directions that you guys can go. So I'm going to break down my top 3 plays for you, and we're going to jump right into it. So if you have not already, make sure that you do leave a like on this video. We greatly appreciate your support as always. And if you do have any questions, comments, or concerns for us, please leave them in the comment section below. We're happy to give y'all advice when we can. Now, I do want to mention real quick over on sharpsportsnetwork.com, the link to our website is in the description below. We did just drop our XFL season pass and monthly pass. Make sure you guys go check that out. If you're going to be playing any XFL DFS this season on any site, make sure you go check that out. That is over on our site, again, sharpsportsnetwork.com. But starting off this video here on DraftKings, the first play I want to talk to you guys about, I believe it's his first time making one of my videos all season. It is going to be Lonzo Ball. Probably not who you might have thought I was going to be talking about first. Actually, I changed my mind. He's going to be on the cover, so you might have seen it coming for that reason. But he has a 20% usage rate on the year and should see at least 35 minutes tonight, probably closer to one of these 37 plus 39-minute games that he's seen recently. And at a 7.3K price tag, when you look at his game log and just over the last 3 games, he hasn't even hit 5x value, let alone smash the price tag. So I think that the recency bias is going to be a really solid thing for us tonight, because I really love this spot for Lonzo Ball, and the price tag does not scare me one bit. This is supposed to be a very competitive game, and it has the highest total on the slate at 240 points currently, which is the highest total by 8 points. He averages 1.15 fantasy points per minute on the year and matches up incredibly well, like I mentioned, against this Portland team, who allows the second most fantasy points per game in the league to opposing point guards. And with, like I said, with such a star-studded 5-game slate, and then it's loaded in that 8K range as well, he should fall through the cracks of ownership and give us a ton of edge. He's definitely a solid play for me in all formats, but I would say that he's more of a tournament play. I assume his ownership it's going to be pretty low tonight, I assume. So unless anything changes, he is for me he's a great play in all formats. But like I mentioned, he's going to be a pretty high edge play. So if you want to play it a little bit safer in your cash games, maybe stray away from Lonzo. But again, I'll have a ton of him tonight, and I absolutely love this spot for Lonzo Ball. Now, jumping over to my next play, we're going to go over to MonkeyKnifeFight, and we're going to talk about this Damian Lillard and Zion Williamson 2-man parlay over here. It is a 3.5 extra buy-in just for picking these 2 guys correctly, which is it's like a turbo boost thing that they do over here on their prop games over here on MonkeyKnifeFight. If you have not come over here and checked out these games, make sure that when you do, when you sign up and when you deposit, use code SSN for a 100% match. They have awesome prop games over here. I play these games all the time, every single day. We provide at least one for our members at Sharp Sports Network. We actually dropped a separate membership just for MonkeyKnifeFight, and these games have been a lot of fun and very fruitful, to say the least. We're on a little bit of an iffy streak lately. We've been a little bit back and forth, but we're going to try to get the consistency rolling and try to get on a hot streak over here. And I absolutely love Damian Lillard over 51.5 fantasy points here against the Pelicans in this massive total game. And then I also love the over on Zion Williamson at 39.5. A lot of people will probably prefer the under on him. I like the over on 39.5, matching up very well against this Portland team. Like I said, again, in the highest total game on the slate by a landslide. But let's jump over to my second play over here on FanDuel. We have Trevor Ariza, who is coming off of a monster performance. I believe that's his highest fantasy point performance of the year so far. He played 39 minutes, and he averaged well over a fantasy point per minute, obviously. But he was very involved on both ends of the court. I watched that game in its entirety, and it was just a really great thing to see, I guess, when you were watching. Trevor Ariza was just involved offensively. He was involved defensively, and he just felt like he was on the court the whole game. Obviously, he played 39 minutes, so that's what it's going to feel like. But this is an amazing spot for him to maybe not drop a 45-point game, but have a repeat. Have a really good, solid performance and crush this 4.7K price tag here on FanDuel. I believe he's 4.3K on DraftKings. But the Pelicans are the 3rd fastest team in the league, making this a great pace-up spot for the Blazers and Trevor Ariza. He's going to have plenty of rebounding opportunities to kind of round out his stat sheet a little bit, and a lot of true scoring opportunities here against the team that allows the 2nd most real points to opposing small forwards in the league. He should be able to keep it rolling tonight and just smash this price tag. 45 fantasy points would be amazing. If he gets there, great. That's a ceiling game from Trevor Ariza, but I'm just looking for a 25 to 35 fantasy point game, and I think he's more than capable of doing that here against the Pelicans tonight. Jumping over to my last play, back to DraftKings we go. The last play I have for you guys, I talked about him quite a bit recently. He's one of my least favorite players in the league, but I cannot ignore Damian Lillard yet again today. Dame has a 31% usage rate on the year, and he's slowed down from that insane streak he had of those 70-plus fantasy point performances. And he had 192. That's absolutely insane with that 60 real point game. He was on a streak of like 5+, 6+, 70+ fantasy point performances. He slowed down pretty hard against Denver. Kept the slow pace going for him against San Antonio, and then he picked it up against Utah, and then he did pretty well against Miami as well. But today against the Pelicans, he might be able to reignite that 70+ fantasy point flame. I hope people sleep on him due to this recency bias, and there's also so many other studs on this slate, like I've mentioned countless times already in this video, for other people to play and different guys to choose from. This is a great pace-up spot for the Blazers, like I mentioned when I was just talking about Trevor Ariza, and this massive game total is really, really appealing because the Pelicans are only 3-point favorites. This is supposed to be a very competitive game, and I really hope it goes down to the wire because I'm going to be very, very overweight on this game, and I wanted to make that clear by talking about 3 players from this game. He should really thrive down. He's coming off of the day of rest, and the Pelicans have been getting smashed by opposing point guards. They allow, I believe it's the 5th most assists to opposing point guards currently in the league, and that's a really big thing when it comes to Damian Lillard. Yes, his true scoring is very, very important. We can see a direct reflection of his fantasy points and his true scoring. It's a very, very strong correlation between those two columns, but that assist column is very important when he can grab that double-double bonus for us here on DraftKings, when he can pop 10+ assists. That's an absolutely amazing boost to his ceiling and his floor. 10.3K honestly just doesn't scare me in the slightest. I'm going to have a ton of Damian Lillard tonight, and that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you did enjoy this video. Thank you guys that are coming out here watching my videos every single day. It really means a lot to me. Those of you that are leaving comments, I do read them. I really do appreciate it. And thank you guys very much. We will be live on Twitch this evening right around 5 Eastern. We ended up falling short on the public stream yesterday just because of how crazy yesterday's slate was. It was so injury contingent, just dependent on those injuries. So I wanted to make sure that I had the best content possible for the members. And we had a pretty solid day for the members. Had one of our members take down 25K, which was always nice to see. So we're going to try to run that back today. Definitely go over to our website, like I mentioned, with the XFL season pass. Make sure you check that out. Of course, we still have our NBA season pass. We recently dropped the price on that because we are so far through the season. But I hope to see you guys in the live stream later. And if I don't, then I'll see you in the video tomorrow. And good luck on this slate tonight.